Anatoli, do you miss the Cold War?
Thank you, Dan.
I do. I was thinking about it today. I was talking to my assistant, Steve Levy, about it. We were like, holy shit, man. Because we were just marveling at that 50-year plan we had before we got into World War II. And it was like, fuck, man, for 50 years, like, the bad guys were just other white people with a backwards alphabet. It's fucking amazing. And the, like, barely any bloodshed for 50 years, just a bunch of cool movies about, like, how we all had film in our pens. Yeah, and now it's just like, fucking Day of the Goddamn Dead.
Anatoli, like, in Russia during the Cold War, I mean, how old are you, first off? You're quite young.
25.
25, so you might be too young to answer this well, but were there, like in the 80s for us, there were great movies where the Russians were always the great bad guys.
We saw the decade end when it seems the world would collide with the blink of an eye.
This show brought to you by Retardinol.
I was doing that song, you know? Remember that song?
Oh yeah.
Woman on the radio said that Fruity Pebbles were allowed in Germany.
Keep going.
Right now, watching the world wake up from history.
Scritti Politti, who are those guys?
Now, in Russia, were there great movies where the Americans were the bad guys? Was that a thing too?
No, it wasn't like really big. No, I don't think so.
You guys were just stabbing each other for blue jeans the whole time. That was the big secret. We were like, oh no, the Russians. And they were like, don't tell them. Oh, give me some bread. No? Offensive? Probably.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, but it was bad over there the whole time. Always was.
They sold counterfeit watches and stuff. I mean, that's all they did. Right, bro? My joke is that the joke was
Yeah, please explain.
that like Dan was going, hardcore.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go less
Dustin,
hardcore,
I think that you should.
but also racist
Dustin, to continue
against Russian people.
Everything I know about Russia, I learned from the movie Red Heat with Jim Belushi and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That was a hard-hitting documentary.